That's right, the new Jurassic World is coming out, so you know what that means. Time for an Aliens knockoff! Yes, Carnosaur 2 is in the exploitation genre of film where you think you're watching a knockoff of one thing, but then it's like Aliens, much like Bruno Mattei's Terminator 2 and Zombies: The Beginning. But it made perfect sense to make a sequel to the 1993 film Carnosaur. You remember that one? It's the movie where Dr. Diane Ladd gives birth to a dinosaur. Classic! Executive producer Roger Corman had such faith in the series that he greenlit a sequel while the first movie was still in production. That worked out because the first one made them a hell of a profit, so returning for the sequel was John Beechler and Magical Media for the special effects, while directing duties this time went to Louis Morneau, who would later do The Hitcher 2, Joyride 2, and the Shannon Weary vs. Crazy James Belushi time travel movie Retroactive. While wanting to go the route of the first one was a horror film and this one is an action film, the movie was written by Michael Palmer, who previously wrote Watchers 3. No clue on if Carnosaur 2 is a faithful sequel to the 1984 book Carnosaur by John Brosnan. And it's got a hell of a cast, such as the Deer Hunters' John Savage, plus Cinema Snob favorites Cliff DeYoung and Miguel Nunez Jr., just in case they need to fight the Carnosaur or leprechauns in space. Even the trailer tells us we are in for a good time.
Chris Gore of Film Threat magazine says, C2 was the film Jurassic Park should have been.
I don't know about that, but it is the movie the Jurassic Park sequels should have been. So far, though, David Attenborough's prehistoric planet is going in a much different direction than I thought. We all remember this. Top secret bootleg footage of dinosaurs hatching. See? It's real, people. We got that sinister, mysterious music in there from Ed Tomney, who has tons of great sounding titles to his name, like Ultra Warrior and Caged Heat 3000. The crew, though, has to make sure this set looks good and ready if Corman needs to use it for a post-apocalyptic movie or a space movie. The set's not ready yet. They still need to clear out the Carnosaurs. And by the way, this is for screening purposes only. I know you want to whip your dicks out when the Carnosaurs pop up, but they would prefer you not do that. I'm not sure about the special effects this time. They just went to a pet store, didn't they? They're gonna need some help to fix this wiring.
We hear from Waller yet?
Waller? That loser? He's probably jerking off.
See, that's a no. We told you the warning label specifically said not to do that. Also, the boys are trying to steal some dynamite. They got a big 4th of July celebration coming up, but oh no, they're caught by his uncle too! The rebellious Jesse is played by Ryan Thomas Johnson, which takes me back to my college days. He voiced the NASA guy in The Lonely Astronaut, and the dudes from Dudes. Thankfully, he's safe in this area where he won't make a mess of things.
Wanna give it a shot?
What? Yeah, sure.
Take the reins.
Don't give the boy machinery! They've even got character actor Christopher Darga to help them. He's still a little grumpy from Elaine pretending to be deaf. The best part of these mining operations, though, the 5-star chefs. You never know what's around here.
Oh, those damn coyotes again.
Damn it, I told you it was them goddamn coyotes! There really needs to be more dinosaur slasher movies, complete with POV shots. I've been saying for years Jason Voorhees is part dinosaur. Look, one just chucked this guy through a window. We don't need to see the Carnosaur yet. The camera work is giving us all we need, as the film is shot by John B. Aronson, who also did work on Maniac Cop 3, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Red Tails, and Jason Goes to Hell. See, I told you, a dinosaur ate Jason's heart. This calls for a hero that's savage. John Savage. John plays Jack Reed, who seems a little hungover, probably. According to an interview, John said he really was quite drunk when making it. Thankfully, this team of technicians has a secret weapon.
What is wrong with you, Muck? You Guns N' Roses looking bitch?
The power to go from 0 to Miguel Nunez Jr. like that! Honestly, knockoffs of Aliens are quite fun, because all the elements you need to make one are instantly entertaining, like trash-talking heroes, grungy-looking sets, and lots of action. Clifty Young plays Tom McQuaid, who sends them in to see just what in the hell is going on in that mining operation. They aren't returning their calls!
Because on this job, you will do exactly as I say. You will do nothing apart from the orders that I give you.
You will not resell or rent out these plans. Do you copy? Hell, throw a little Predator in there. They'll have to do something to speed up the time since they can't afford to play any Little Richard. Good job, men. Now that we can afford. The base is located at Yucca Mountain. Say your goodbyes now, gentlemen. We all have radiation poisoning. And I can solve it for you right now. Tor Johnson did this. They are glad to bring in the experts.
Hey! Works for me.
See? We just poke it a little. That'll get the door open. Instantly, they want to get out of there at the sight of blood, spilled drinks, oh, and also Newt. Come with us, kid. And when we come back, I bet they get this sucker up and running. Welcome back, people. Things are going quite well in the mine.
Go do this, go do that. They run around in tunnels and shit.
They got Miguel to fix the electronics with comedy gold. Everyone is playing their types well.
Get! What happened here?
See, Cliff will wake up the kid by being the inspirational Paul Reiser of the group. These kinds of Corman movies are great in that you could set this movie in outer space and not have to change a damn thing about it. Miguel can get around the password to try to do something else with the system other than screening it when they aren't mocking that bastard Tom McQuaid behind his back.
Or maybe your men should stop worrying about me and what the best of them.
Miguel's dialogue done via axle foleying. Jack has a dark past, though, and he implies he lost his son. Jack Reed is near the perfect name for a lead character like this, yet it still isn't as action movie badass as his real name, John Savage. Sadly, the others are stepping over each other's jobs.
Oh, that's real cute, Muck. Is that your sperm count or your IQ? Yeah, dick!
For instance, it's me who's supposed to be riffing the footage. This kid calls himself a thief. He had plenty of time to try stealing the dynamite again after everyone else was killed by the Carnosaur. Soon enough they can fix this wiring and then get the hell off of this planet. Not sure why, but I have the feeling Clifty Young is behind this whole thing. I have my reasons.
I'm gonna take on the entire human race!
See, he already told us his plan through song. He doesn't sing here, he just has extreme you disobeyed a direct order energy. If you're impatient, relax. It's only an 82-minute movie. The killing will start soon. Yes, glorious dinosaur puppet action! It helps the dinosaurs out when our heroes don't have peripheral vision. Hello? A dinosaur right in front of me? What am I gonna do?
Okay.
That's right, box the shit out of him. Punch that sucker out, Miguel. Damn, whenever there isn't an outhouse nearby, like in Friday the 13th Part 5, the villains will just make their own to try to kill Miguel in. These are my kind of heroes, where immediately they just want to bolt and get out of there. Unfortunately, dinosaurs love helicopter rides. I would say there goes our budget, but not really. We still have plenty of budget left. Give us about 5 seconds to put out this small fire. Now they are on their own. So do we sacrifice Clifty Young right now? I mean, we know he's gonna die. We may as well just give him to the Carnosaur now. But we need him to give the backstory.
2 months ago, a biotech firm messing around with DNA, genetic experiments. I don't know what the hell it was.
That's pretty much me describing the first one. There was a scientist messing with DNA or something. I don't know, something like that. Now the Carnosaurs are loose after the events from the first movie, which these characters must not have seen.
Right. And I'm Bigfoot and she's a Loch Ness Monster.
Wrong Roger Corman movies! Good thing they trained for this very scenario. They're gonna stay in here for the rest of the movie and play games and wait for the dinosaurs to leave. Or they could try accessing other Corman movies like Battle Beyond the Stars to see how they handled things. That'd be more realistic than this.
Come on, Reed. I've been hacking into every terminal in this place for the last 3 months. Trust me.
Of course he's a hacker. No, this is against the rules.
Are you crazy? That's illegal. That's classified government property.
What do you not understand about screening purposes only? He's gonna lead them right to the dynamite. It's all part of his plan to try stealing it again. Despite McQuaid telling them they better not go near that dynamite or they'll destroy the facility, like he's in school principal mode. They should know these kinds of movies by now. Just follow the pipes that randomly let out steam and you'll find your destination. Watch out for dino spies though. And they thought we were foolish sending in the most heavily armed electrical technicians the world has ever seen. But seriously, why is my copy a screener? Who dropped this off at our local Goodwill for me to purchase? No time for that now. Whoa, what? McQuaid betrayed them and is trying to trap them? Should have seen it coming. Look, he's hatching and sprouting Wings Hauser right in front of our eyes. They're in for a surprise.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Your Clifty Young radar is off. Jack is soon saved by the alarms going off. That's the sound it makes when the stuffy, bureaucratic antagonist is gonna get eaten somehow. Someone was getting eaten. Couldn't really tell what was going on there. Oh, he's fine. You come with us. We have more exposition to hear, where I will definitely not react to it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Huh?
Because the characters are acting just like I would in the review. But enough of this exposition and technical jargon scene.
Background radiation. High enough levels will kill the radio waves, so I checked these emission meters here.
'Cause here's another. We needed to throw in a so what you're saying is...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me get this straight. Now, you're saying that these lizards are playing house with your nukes?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Also, the dinosaurs are nearing the nuclear weapons which will destroy the planet, which is exactly why he didn't want them to go hog wild with explosives. Alright, his motivation makes sense now. He's still gonna get eaten though, as they have only 1 hour before the containment failure, which could set off the warheads. Or 28 minutes, that's how much of the movie is left. And why does this warning have more screen time than the dinosaurs? There's little things I love here, like John Savage being so badass he leaves behind an epic soundtrack. The Carnosaurs are gonna be taken out while getting a lesson in the symphony. There's still a little bit of time left to fill. Jesse talks about being sad about his uncle dying, and Jack talks about his son who died in a fire. No need to add more to that story. We've got a shutdown sequence. As you can see, the dinosaurs hate random numerical shutdown sequences. And when we return, I'm sure they'll figure out a way to escape by going into hyperspace. Whoa, what did we miss during the commercial break? The steam alarms are going off. Again, the more steam in the room, the closer the monsters are. No need to move too fast, not like they're hiding in the walls or in the ceiling. Oops, my bad. Forgot that this is the little-known Cormanosaurus. This species is known for striking during the climax. There, the on-screen dinosaur effects and the gore will be amped up by 100%. But the bigger the beasts are...
Get the kid out of here!
They can still be taken out by some firecrackers. I am still digging the dinosaur effects here, as the miniatures are done by Anthony Dowblin, who also did effects work on Reanimator, The Blob, and From Beyond. As for the Cliff DeYoung exploding effects...
Stupid!
obviously done by Diane Wiest. I'm sure Jack could have survived an explosion like that. Check out this fall. See, the stack of metal pipes really cushioned his landing. The others are safe too. Help is here.
Sir, the situation's getting critical. If we're going in, we gotta go in now.
Oh no, Michael McDonald is gonna buy the crime scene to live in and turn it into a sitcom. Screw that, I'm going in there to save Jack myself. I mean, the team tried here. Christopher Murphy wasn't in Aliens, but he was in The Abyss. However, the movie needs its get away from her, you bitch moment. Be careful with Jack, though. He cracked a couple of ribs from the 200-foot drop. Some things are looking familiar. It is the same T-Rex prop from the first one, which stood about 16 feet tall, but the effects team did improve on it a little in this one, so that it wouldn't malfunction as much as it did in the first movie. They use it really well in these shots. And partner that in with the death scenes themselves and you got yourself some gold! It helps the special effects team when the actors just stand there and wait to be eaten. There was still only so much the dinosaur robot could do, so there are some shots that are reused footage from the first Carnosaur movie. Even then, it's still great, like when the Carnosaur picks up pipes to throw at the forklift in an attempt to shoo away that damn screener warning again. Should we help the kid out? No way, are you kidding? Looks dangerous over there. Jesse can stab the beast with a forklift and shove him down a pit on his own. I am not going down there to get that. I will buy you another toy. Time to get the hell out of here! Sure, the place was leaking with radiation caused by the dinosaurs messing with the warheads, but I'm sure we're fine. Who else will be fine? The dinosaurs. This isn't the last Carnosaur movie. You can tell me everything will be okay and then cut to the credits all you want. If Jack Reed survived this fall, then the dinosaurs survived that explosion. While the movie was originally intended for a theatrical release in 1994, it was sent direct-to-video in '95, which makes sense. It's a pretty perfect party rental. And it did well enough that in 1996 we got the third entry, Carnosaur 3 Primal Species. Honestly, I did like this better than the first one. The first one is fun, and it's got that bonkers scene-stealing Diane Ladd performance, but this one's pretty consistently entertaining throughout, between the action and the macho dialogue, while still having some slasher movie roots, only with a dinosaur. It makes for a very good Corman marathon entry, along with Android, Forbidden World, Galaxy of Terror, and Battle Beyond the Stars, 3 of which James Cameron worked on. So Corman producing an Aliens knockoff brings things full circle, considering how Corman influenced Aliens is, from movies that were knockoffs of the first Alien. And I know at least a couple of those Roger Corman movies are covered in my 1982 in Film episode. I should probably release that next week. I hope you have over 3 hours to spare.
You guys are all a bunch of sick bastards.